control.
Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on the...
Oh, it's out! That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Golden Gophers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cortez. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To throw, it's Kennedy. The short hands, it's Cortez. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. On the run, it's Ives. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be third and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Nelson. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right?
There he goes. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lanier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's McClure. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's a really good play by this quarterback. I mean, you usually keep inside leverage. You don't want to give up anything easy over the middle. Nice job playing the out route, getting his hand on the football, and making the deflection.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it at the 20. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires on the move. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Kennedy. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Line gets set. First down. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on third down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's on. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fit it in the window for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Mathis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Golden Gophers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's McClure. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One more snap coming before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. It's McClure. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. It's Kennedy. Caught near the sticks. It's on. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 10. Touchdown, Husker. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Running it to the right. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front? Not
going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's McClure. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers are flying. Field. On the ground, it's Mathis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on this offense. Maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route.
Touchdown, Minnesota! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throws to the wideout. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Easy completion on the shuffle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they take the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back and leaves it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Huskers will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances, they are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. At the 35, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Steps away. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.